Welcome to the Wrestling Still Cool podcast. My name's Cam. That is Mark.
It's wrestling. What's up, y'all?
I don't pronounce it as wrestling. So, discussion for the weekly topics, and let's start with the big one. Zelina Vega has been released by WWE. So, she tweets out that she supports unions. Not even an hour later, WWE announces that they have released Zelina Vega.
Bull crap.
Well, and right.
Nice way of saying
it. What I would like to see come of this, and I know it's not going to happen, I would really like to see WWE face actual backlash for this, but because they're the biggest name in town, like Disney is for children's stuff, it won't matter. It'll be a drop in the bucket for them.
Oh yeah, they're their own world. They're the biggest entity in wrestling, and for them to face consequences for, or at least backlash, let's say that. No pun intended to the pay-per-view name. I don't think anything's going to come about anything, but it's BS. You work for a company as an independent contractor, but you can't have
any third party agreements, which is ridiculous. Like,
yeah.
Like the rumor that just came out just a few hours ago, it has something to do with the fact that she has an OnlyFans, which some people do use OnlyFans for adult rated content, but from what I'm gathering on hers, it was all cosplay stuff. It was harmless stuff completely. But that was the last straw for WWE, apparently.
Yeah. And I just found out about what OnlyFans.com is from KM, so I had no idea. But yeah, it's crazy that she's posting like, huh?
I mainly know of it because of memes.
Memes, yeah. And really? Memes, you think? Just kidding.
No, seriously, because people are like, oh, you try to go on a dating website and all she wants to do is sell you her OnlyFans and nudes, and it's like, okay, I guess that's a thing now.
I guess so. I don't know. Did you say sell nudes?
Yeah, you can pay apparently on that website to see nude photos. Apparently,
it ain't new. I only know that not by experience necessarily, but more or less. Well, at least my first record, album. For y'all know what that means.
Were people trying to get your OnlyFans? Is that what you're trying to get into?
No, these women would come on SoundCloud and they would hi, whatever they were doing. They check out my nudes. They're available and download and buy and whatever. I saw OnlyFans, I guess, is new. I don't know anything about buying nudes online because I don't buy that stuff. I'm not lying. But no, if she's just dressed up for costume, there is no big deal about that. I don't see. You're just dressing up. It's no different than dressing up on other social media platforms. So I don't see the harm in that. And already dressing up in a costume on the way to the ring to wrestle. So it's yeah.
And my biggest thing is like the Twitch thing. Like they're so against Twitch. Like it has nothing to do with them. It's literally just this guy playing video games, and I can go in and talk to my fans and do that. Literally, a game I played with someone that is a Twitch streamer is Jason Mewes, the guy from Jay and Silent Bob. I played a game with him. He streams. He talks with his fans about different things, which is awesome of him. Like, WWE needs to let go. They're going to be an independent contractor. They have to acknowledge the fact that they have to give up some things. If giving up some things means that Xavier Woods can stream under his name Austin Creed, so be it.
Well, I mean, I hear they're wanting to take a cut of money out of what money they make off that thing, and I'm like, really? Huh?
My answer would be no. Like, you want to cut this? Are you going to buy the rig? Are you going to buy the supplies to make it happen? Because those computers, to be able to run a stream and run it well, and the equipment tied to it is not cheap.
Yeah, it's why do you need a cutoff? You already, just last quarter, I believe they made over $200 million. I believe that's what it is, the last quarter. And
They want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to be able to claim that they're making so much money to get people to buy their stocks, but also say we're too broke, so we have to cut Gerald Briscoe so he can't retire with us.
over nearly 40 dang on years, dude. I mean, it's insane. He put in that company.
This bullshit is what pisses me off about WWE or any other major company. There's other companies that do it too, Disney including. They do this kind of stuff too, and I don't understand the concept of why they think it's okay to have their cake and eat it too.
So, if just for I understand, I didn't know about that of a Disney. So, if I am an employee of Disney, I can't have a Twitch or whatnot.
No. Not talking about third parties. I'm talking about the overall control that those companies have and do this bullshit where they're like, well, we're having a great year. By the way, we just cut a bunch of people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And Disney is a very, very, very large company. They own ABC, they own ESPN, and things like that.
Yeah. It's it's greed, obviously, and it's to where you make all this money, you can afford to pay your employees, but obviously they're concentrating on that damn bottom dollar. And I get this business, but at the same time, it's like, people either have jobs and support their families themselves too. For those who don't have a family like myself, but they still got to pay bills, they still got to eat. It's just horse shit that they're treating these people. Why you put yourself in that same spot? It's just it's
there's no better marketing than good press and good things that go out there. Companies that actually do good by their employees usually get great press, and it makes people that are consumers feel good about engaging with them. And another thing that Disney did as a practice that I completely disagree with is during the pandemic, they had to put a bunch of movies on Disney Plus. That happens. But then they decide, well, because Mulan is not going to go in theaters, even though you have a Disney Plus membership, you have to pay $20 if you want to stream this movie. Well, guess fucking what? I am not streaming that movie.
So, I mean, that basically, I said once again, I didn't follow that. Basically, Disney, even though you have a Disney membership for that product, for the entertainment,
right?
You have to pay extra amount of money for something else. That's
for the movie itself. So basically, Disney Plus is, I think it's about $6.99 a month, which I have because I have kids. So they have a lot of classics on there, stuff that they honestly probably could sell the DVD or Blu-ray for, but it's stuff from like the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. They released a couple movies during the pandemic. I can't remember the first one. I want to say it was like, it wasn't Over the Moon, but it was one of those style movies. It's an animation movie. They threw up on there, no extra charge. Well, they did a live-action Mulan movie where that one, because it wasn't going to theaters, you could stream it through, like, I think AMC had it on there for the American Media or Cinemas or whatever it was, or Amazon Prime, and you pay $20 to stream it. Well, Disney Plus, they own it, and they put it on their website under Disney Plus Premiere, where you had to pay $19.99 if you wanted to stream the movie. We, at that point, were just like, guess we're not going to watch Mulan. Like,
that's insane. It's like, they're trying to make up a cost, but more importantly, you have families out there, especially in our economy right now with the way things are going. You would expect people to pay $20 to watch a movie.
I personally think that they would have made more money off the bonus subscriptions for people that want to watch that movie than they would have by charging people that already had Disney Plus $20 to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it's I mean, okay, maybe a small part would say, okay, this is an extra deluxe deal, so we're gonna have a couple bucks towards it. Maybe I don't even that's I guess you could say that's one point, but charging $20 to watch a dang on movie, it's like you're already paying for the subscription. It'd be the same thing. WWE would say, "Hey, you subscribe to the network, but WrestleMania is going to be for $50, like it was back in years ago."
Right,
60,
right,
exactly. I'm like, I'm not going to pay. I don't even get AEW pay-per-views because I'm not going to pay $50 or so. I've only watched one AEW, by the way, pay-per-view, but it just more or less not everybody can do that, and it's like you're already paying for the subscription. What you want to say?
Well, I was gonna say, like, kind of like what you said, a couple bucks. I even said, with it being a movie that would have been just released in theaters, I would actually be okay up to $9.99. Honestly, I think $4.99 would probably be the best area.
Really?
But if they wanted to say $10 because it's an early release of a movie that's in theaters and they have to run it on that for a couple months to recoup some costs, I get it. I think that's more fair.
Yeah,
$20 at that point, I'm gonna wait for it to come out on DVD and just buy the DVD.
Yeah, I understand. It's so a lot of people. I'm not saying a fair amount they don't go to theaters anymore. I'm saying everybody, but saying there's a number of people out there, but you're spending so much cost on the ticket, especially if you're going out on a date or family or whatever, and it adds up obviously. Of course, people like popcorn and whatnot, and
well, I'm one of those.
Yeah, and I enjoy popcorn from theaters too. And it's like, do you want to do all that, or do you want to wait for it to come out on DVD or at least stream it or whatever or whatnot? And it's just DVD is obviously expensive depending on what it is, but I don't know. The streaming, that's why.
Speaking of popcorn, this is not an ad. I found the best microwave movie theater popcorn in an unusual place.
Really, where at?
Aldi. Aldi's Clancy's brand movie theater popcorn is so good. I do movie night with my son every Thursday, so we definitely have popcorn for it. Yeah, definitely really good. And kind of like what you said about the theater, and with the pandemic, I'm surprised more drive-ins aren't popping up, because that to me seems like an easy market to infiltrate.
Y'all don't have those, anymore down there? Like, nothing going on?
The closest one is over an hour from me.
Jeez. Well, they've been popping up more up here in Tennessee. There's some restaurants and people that's been putting them on over the last number of months, and more I'm not saying there's a lot of drive-ins. I'm just saying they've been more of it was talked about months ago, when the pandemic came up. I guess a couple months after that, and then had a few. I haven't been driving for ages, but they've had a few of them pop up, and there's some restaurants that did it at a parking lot. I thought it was a good idea, something different.
Yeah. There's none at all close to me.
Yeah. It's crap that WWE treats it like that. Well, obviously Zelina Vega and SBS. Of course, the other releases that happen at and then you had Tony Schimmel. Mm-hmm. And since what the WWE, was the WWF back then, he came in 90 or 91, and it's just for y'all don't know, he's been doing like backstage stuff for a long time. After his ring announcing was kind of like went away, but it's crazy. I obviously agree with how many releases they have, and they can cut pay with executives and those ones that don't have the have-to job. Just cut pay. You ain't got to release anybody. You just cut pay.
Right.
And, it's, these wrestlers, they have options to go out there and wrestle somewhere else, but they have to get signed first.
Right.
Number one. Number two is, I don't know what everybody makes, their salaries, but it's, make sure you have enough money. Make sure to survive off of. You can go wrestle at an indie show, but that's not going to pay. Not pay as much as major companies. Some people get a good amount of pay, for a very good amount of pay for indie stuff. Cody Rhodes is another one, but Cody's not the Bucks. I know these are not necessarily in the indie shows you'll see in a small town local gym, but they're bigger shows, I'm sure, but it's just more or less release so many people. It's just not, especially the way they do things now with businesses, business, WWE. We're talking about Twitch and other things. It's horse crap. So it releases somebody, huh?
You just reminded me of something. There's a wrestling school in your old hometown that is ran by Evan Bourne.
Really?
Yeah. It's located near Park Boulevard, kind of off of 55th Street. I found it on an ad, local ad.
Evan Bourne has
A wrestling school in your old